Hey everybody, it's The Move. I'm Greg with an interview here today with Darth.
Let's go.
A local New York City musician. He's performed with our brothers over at Bravado, and he's on our show today. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, how are you?
I'm having a great time. How are you doing?
I'm chilling, man.
That's what I'm talking about. So I guess what I want to start off today with just saying, at what age did you realize that music was something you wanted to do? Just wanted to do, not wanted to do professionally or anything, just wanted to do. When did you start doing music?
Well, it's funny because I got a guitar when I was like 3 from my grandfather that was like a Yamaha, which by the way, that's like one of those companies that just makes everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like they're all kind of quality products. Anyway.
Yeah, for real, they really do. I didn't really think about that.
They just have this variety of...
yeah, it's like if you throw a rock, chances are you could hit something that was made by Yamaha.
Yeah. So yeah, I was, and I kind of started playing, and I kind of learned a couple things, but like after
and this is at 3?
No, this is at about like, I don't know, probably like 5 or 6.
5 or 6, okay.
Yeah, maybe a little older, and I started playing a little bit, and...
Do you remember your first song?
That I first wrote?
Yeah.
I probably still have it.
Oh, first wrote? I just meant learn to play, but I'll take first
play,
wrote.
Yeah, first song I learned to play was Freebird.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like an 7-year-old just jamming.
Literally.
Yeah,
exactly. And but I was really interested in just like playing sports as well, and that kind of like took over my attention. And then, you know, but music was something that I was just always just so dedicated to, just as like, even just as a fan, just like someone who like just honestly just worships the fact that music exists. And
I think we agree on that channel that we're pretty thankful music exists.
No, exactly. And so as I kind of started to get older, I started to realize that like, you know, I even kind of remember I was actually just looking for places to play baseball. And I remember actually being in the car with my father and just starting to write my first raps and like kind of just being like, oh, I'm kind of pretty dope at this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could do this, you know? And then, you know, that was actually probably when I was about like 16 or 17. Okay. So I was a little bit of a late bloomer.
16, 17, you started saying, you know what I'd like to do? I started writing raps.
Started writing raps, making music. I started kind of messing with beats a bit. And
all right, so if you were to say, when you first started, right?
Yeah.
Who were you, who was like the first person to be like, oh, I could sound like them, or the way they write is something that influences me, like an early influence?
Well, I've always tried to just like kind of hit my own lane, but I have tons of early influences. In terms of the hip hop community, I would go as far as to say like there are you know, that kind of generation of like cult rappers, like, you know, like Mac Miller, Action Bronson, Earl Sweatshirt, Flapper Zombies, Joey Badass, all of them.
Preach.
They were, and they were kind of like that last little generation of like the super bars, you know what I'm saying? Like it was
100%.
all, it was all about the, and I really appreciated their arrangements as well. But so I would say they were extremely influential because I was always listening to a lot of old hip hop, you know, like Biggie, Pac, you know, Big Pun, Outkast, all the names, you know what I'm saying? And like Mos Def. But like they kind of were like this new generation of sort of these, you know, I don't want to say poetic because it's like, you know, some people be like, oh, it's poetry. Some people be like, oh, it's rap. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But like, it's they were kind of like this new generation of like creatives that were just like really in tune to their pen.
Yeah, the lyrics definitely make sense. I'm actually one of the components where I said I think Earl Sweatshirt should have gotten more limelight in the beginning, and maybe he would have kept going, but they turned him away from it. I love that guy could write.
I love
man.
Earl Sweatshirt.
The way he would just freaking
his voice is sick.
pile on these bars that are just super into it. One of my favorite songs by him, Chum. I just love the way that pen goes. The way he spits on that is crazy. Every single thing is hitting you hard, and it's bar, syllable. All right, so that's cool. So you start really writing at 16, 17, realize maybe I'll start putting this to music and see what happens. Yeah. And all right, so now that's what, high school, junior year, senior year?
Yeah, that's about junior year, man. Yeah.
All right, so now
I actually remember being on like the bus going to like baseball trips and stuff, just like listening to these new mixtapes coming out, just being like, I could do this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
this
could
to
do
be-
this shit. I could spit mean, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, it's cool.
All right, now that's pretty sick. What was the first piece of music you actually released to the world?
So that's funny. When I was probably like 18 or something, maybe a little younger, I released kind of this like really kind of like, I don't want to call it trash, you know what I mean? Yeah,
You want to hurt your old feelings?
No, it's not even like that, bro. It's just like, you know, like I didn't really know what I was doing. It was kind of just like, all right, what can be made, you know what I'm saying? And I made this like little DARF project, and it like, and you know, like a couple of my friends listened to it, I suppose, you know,
Yeah.
nothing really major.
Out of respect.
Yeah, and then I came out with like these 2 singles, both that were produced by me, and yeah, I kind of felt like after that point, I was like, okay, you know what, I feel like I can take this kind of little body of work that I've made and kind of eliminate it from the world, because like now I feel like I'm at a place where I want to make something and give it to society, I suppose.
Yeah, it's
you
something
know?
that goes with the training wheels.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And yeah, I since then I've released an album named Illusional by Darth.
Check that out.
Check it out. And I'm just promoting it now. You know, just doing my thing.
Absolutely.
Chilling in Brooklyn.
Now, I had a question about, you know, growing up. So you grew up in Manhattan, and now you moved to the Bronx, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, explain to me where Palisades comes in.
That's so funny. Yeah. So I actually.
Which is, wait, actually, let's talk about it first. Palisades is the label that you are under, that you were trying to start,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I'd always chill by the river with my boy Rick, and we'd always just be like, you know, smoking blunts, whatever, smoking days. And
13.
yeah, well, actually, no. This was actually not even that long ago, because it's in the Bronx, and it's like we would go near Dykeman, near Inwood, and there's like this park over there, and we would just go and chill in the water because it was like so serene and chill. And
Serene and chill.
Oh yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, word. It's super chill. And it's like right off this like they call like these like rocks that like are like on Jersey over the water. They call those the Palisades or whatever, or even just kind of the rocks like on our side near the water. And I kind of head a little bit farther north, and they have like Palisades Avenue and stuff, and they have like this whole thing about the Palisades. And then I started like, okay, so I'd be walking dogs, and I'd start like going to these different places that like this app was telling me to go, and it would bring me to like the weirdest fucking places that like had nothing to do with the place that I was going to walk this dog, and it'd just be like Palisades Avenue or something, or Palisades Street or something.
So it's coming up a lot.
Dude, it was just everywhere I go. And so I was just like, all right, Palisades is cool. You know, it's got like a nice little.
Yeah, it is cool, 100%. That's a cool way to get a message, right? It's just if it's gonna keep being in your face, you might as well be like, all right, it's gotta mean something.
Exactly.
And how long has that been running up?
Recently,
Parallel or?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I mean, so I don't want to restrict myself to the confines of rap. Not that I don't. No. But let me. You know, I don't want to be like one of those people like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna be like fashion design. Blah, blah, blah. No, like I love a variety of music.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And like I'd hopefully even like to release things under other aliases, even in different genres.
Like a Kill Edward situation.
Yeah, but hip hop, special place in my heart, man.
Yeah, you're only gonna do hip hop under Darf. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Darfius Maximus.
Darfius Maximus.
Yeah.
That's the full name.
Yeah, that's the full name, actually.
Oh, okay. So, now that we're on that, where does Darfius Maximus come from?
All right, so
Dylan Shea to
Darfius Maximus.
Darfius
Yeah.
Maximus.
So my homie, I used to go to this place out in Reeves. It's kind of like in the Long Island area, and I had like a little friend group out there. And I was young, bro. I was like 15 or 16, and it was like the first time I'd ever had a beer. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, no, it was like the first time I'd ever like gotten even like a little drunk, and like I was actually like trying to like jump over this fire. I kind of fell in, you know, and my homie just kind of pulls me up and was just like, bro, you know who you are? I was like, what? He was like, you're Darth. I was like, what? Like Darth Vader? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
He was like, no, Darth, DARF. And I was like, all right, dude, sick. And I'm Darth.
From there on out,
I'm
this
Darth.
guy just bugged.
And it just kind of, I swear to God, and it just kind of like morphed into Darfius Maximus, you know?
Darfius Maximus. That sounds pretty fucking fire, honestly.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I like Darfius Maximus. Why am I putting Darth on these posters? I'm start putting Darfius Maximus. That's pretty dope.
Well, what I like about Darth is that I feel like it's something I can define as well as like, you know, you don't have to be a genius. That's not rocket science. Remember DARF.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know if there was gonna be like a do right and kill everything situation.
No. No, I actually remember my cousin used to like make her passwords to her phones like the easiest shit, be like tree, bat type stuff, and she was just like, because like I'll just forget this stuff, and then I was just like,
Hey, Darth. Easy to remember.
Easy, done.
Easy to remember.
You know?
You'll never forget. All right, dope. Now, one thing that I know about your performance style is you love to pump a crowd up.
Dude, I love to go crazy.
You are good for pumping up the crowd.
Yeah.
Anybody who hasn't seen this man, see this man.
Yeah.
My man enters, and the party starts.
I appreciate that, bro.
I have a question about that though. Now,
Yeah.
growing up, was that something were you always wanted like? Was it just a jovialness? That something you learned? Is that through experience? Is that just something natural?
Honestly, it's just something I just go out there and just do it.
Always?
Yeah, just because that's when it's pure. You know, I don't want to be like one of those guys where it's just like, oh, you feel the energies, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, but like, that's just a pure representation as to like how I might be feeling or how I might be trying to move an
Yeah,
audience.
just shove the energy into their face. I like it.
Well, there's a communication, you know what I'm saying, in a live performance, and it's like, you know, you want to make it personal, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, you know, sometimes there are some occasions that require like a chill, relaxed Darth, you know what I'm saying, but I love to get the people going.
No, I like that you say chill, relax, Darth. Is Darth an alter ego or is it just a name?
I don't know yet.
Alright. Because you tell me Darth is jumping over fires, you know?
Darth's jumping
and
over
that's how he was. Darth was born through fire.
Dude, I suppose. Bro, I had like 3rd-degree burns like up and down my leg right here.
Oh my god, you got the receipts.
Oh yeah, bro, yeah. And what's funny is that I woke up the next morning and I was like at my parents' house, you know what I'm saying? And I like walked down the stairs and like, oh hey, what's going on? They're like, good, yeah, have a good night last night, you got in late. I was like, yeah, you know. And I was like, oh, but you know, like I fell last night type shit. And I pulled my hands up.
Christ, they were bugging.
Bro, they were bugging. They were like, how did you just leave this all night? And I was just like, oh, you know.
Yeah, Darth things. Alright, dope. So now, you have your label. How's you have your label, you have your music just came out. When can we expect a new project?
Dude, I'm like halfway through the next one right now musically. I'm producing the entire next project by myself.
Now, what's the thought process behind that? You get to have the full control, it's just easier to you, or something you just enjoy? What's the point of not looking for another producer?
Well, see, this is the thing. I would never not be collaborative. Like, I enjoy working with people. People inspire me. People are very smart. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
There are things that people can provide to a situation that you might not think of. You know what I'm saying? You have to be open to things like that. But I think that
doesn't producing your own thing not allow for that?
No, because I'm not confined to that one album. Like the next album after that, I can work with. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true. Yeah, it's music's not like you only get a one chance per year. You could put it out
exactly.
whenever you want.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
But it becomes like, you know, I feel like I have now a certain control as to what I want to hear, and it's like, yeah, you can only communicate that so far with someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes you can communicate further, but it's like at the time place I'm at right now, it's like I just like I love making music. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't suck. You know, like
there it is.
Yeah.
Do you now we do usually do these type of questions. Who would be your top 5 dead or alive?
Rappers of all time?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Can it be a group? Like, can it
No.
No. Oh, fuck. Can it not be in an order?
No.
It has to be
No,
in order, bro.
It doesn't have to be in order.
Bro, I can't
It
do
does
that.
not have to be in order.
Shit. Alright, just like off the rip, Biggie, Pac, Nas, Kendrick Lamar. That spot's a bitch, man.
It always is.
can I have like a tie for 5?
No, pretty sure I asked for 5.
Yeah, I know. Say Big Pun.
Big Pun. All right.
Yeah,
I would take Nas out, but I agree. Big Pun's a beast.
Yeah, you take Nas. I'll give you like my 3 or 4 like
honorable mention.
Yeah, like the 6 members. Outkast, obviously. Can't say Wu-Tang, I suppose, but like Method Man, you know.
All right. I mean, you can say Wu-Tang. You already said Outkast. You're breaking the rules no matter what.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Dude, there's so many. Most Def.
All right.
Fucking yeah.
So there's your top 5 that are alive. That's a good one. Now we have another question we usually ask. If you could have a feature right now with any person alive, who would it be?
Does it have to be one?
Yeah, one.
One person?
I'll give you no more than 3.
No more than 3. Alright, I'll give you 1 and 3. Alright.
All right.
1, it'd have to be Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think you would kill him?
I don't know about that, bro. I mean, he's a phenomenal artist. I would just love to like
Have that experience?
collaborate with him, you know. See, that's the thing. Like there's like the competitive streak in everyone where it's like, oh, I have to be the best. Like, I have to be the best. I gotta be number 1. It's like I want to be that guy that people are like, you know, when they go to sleep and they wake up, they're like, fuck, this guy is still going. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
But
I think that comes from the athleticism of the athletics, right?
Yeah.
Playing
Bro,
baseball and everything.
Exactly.
There's like competitiveness.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, but then there's also that other side where it's just like, you know, you're building something, you know what I'm saying? Like you're providing something. It's like it doesn't need to be, and you know what? That competitive nature will just bring the best out of both of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I have to add a couple artists, it'd be like Frank Ocean. Would love to work with Frank Ocean. There's obviously a live artist, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I can't call anybody dead, you know.
Yeah, no. Shit, a 3rd. I don't even know. Who would you like to hear me work with?
Well, that's a good question. Let me hear you. First person to ever flip that question. I think you would be really cool. Honestly, you said Frank Ocean, which is pretty sick. I think if you and Tyler created this song, it would be dope.
I would love to work with Tyler. He's an unbelievable producer. That man is phenomenal. It's like, all right, it's one thing to be a producer. It's one thing to make beats. It's one thing to make loops. One thing to make songs. But like, homie is like phenomenal with the synthesizer. Like,
yeah.
Sound design is so like imperative to creating a vibe. Like, obviously the melody is key. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you're playing, what you're singing to, what you're rapping to. That's gonna provide the basis to your song. But he's like so phenomenal at just creating a vibe with the synthesizers and like making the sounds. It's, you know.
That's why I think you working with him would be cool. I also think it'd be exponential energy.
Dude, it'd be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You'd be taking it from here to all the way up there.
We'd be like breaking shit in the studio. It'd be bad.
Yeah, I think you would be pretty cool for you guys to work with. Yeah, so now I have a question. What is Darth's favorite Darth song? We will be reacting to it.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
probably Survival.
Survival
or Abyss.
or Abyss.
Yeah.
All right, now the project that's out right now currently.
Right.
It's an overall piece, or is it song by song? Does it tell a story? How do you go about creating your albums in that way?
That's funny you asked that. I try to obviously incorporate things in your own life, but like I try to generalize certain things so that it can fit a variety of circumstances. Because like, for example, I'll listen to a song and you'll feel some sort of way about it, and then find out like however many years later that like it is polarly opposite as to what you might think that song is about, but you refuse to feel that way. You know, it's what it means to you. You know. So I try to kind of like get my thoughts and my ideas out, but like that's what I would say. Like, Illusional is a variety of getting my thoughts and ideas as to like kind of this disillusion we've been living in as to like the past couple years, you know, with the pandemic and everything going on, and as well as sort of just my thoughts on like my life, things that are going on in the world, you know. Yeah. It's like a compilation. I would even kind of say that like, while it's almost like it's like a thought. It's just like each song is like a breakdown of this thought.
All right, that's cool. So it is a consistent streamness of the same kind of messages.
Yeah, I would agree. It's just, again, it's just like breaking down this kind of general idea as to like, okay, you know, this is the world that we're living in right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's kind of hard to even sort of picture this future, but it's also like, you know, not only adapting, but just sort of like comprehending. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
All right, now I have another question. If you could have dinner with anybody who's not a musician,
Oh, dude.
who
What's
would
this
it
on
be?
forever, man? Probably Leo.
DiCaprio.
Yeah. I just think the guy's a monster actor. I just think he's a monster actor. But like, dude, there's so many people. Like,
So what's your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie? Like, what's your first question for him?
I know, right? Like, did it suck to like see people that were not as good as you just winning Oscar after Oscar?
Oh, the underappreciation.
No, I swear
hit him right where it hurts.
Like, bro, you actually nuts. It's just like, bro, you are actually the GOAT at this. Like, and
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's your favorite movie? Is
oh, dude, probably Catch Me If You Can.
dude, great answer. How'd you pass the bar? How'd you pass the bar?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks kills it in that movie.
If I get that eclair.
Yeah, unbelievable, great movie. That might
Yeah.
be my favorite. I also really like Shutter Island.
Shutter Island's sick. Inception's sick. Fucking Revenant. That was pretty
that's
cool.
the one that got
That's
over
the
the
one he
hump.
wanted on. Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Monster
He didn't curse as
movie.
much. I bet he wins it.
Oh yeah.
But all right. Now, as far as what's coming up next, I know you said you're halfway through. You have a potential release month, year. What are we talking?
It's November, so I'm gonna say 2022.
2022. All
I
right.
don't
Coming
think
next
bust
year.
it out next month, but
Coming next year.
listen, and coming with some fire, man. Coming with some energy. Coming with some heat, and you know, just ready to just general mischievousness. I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure either.
Just that general energy, man.
That's what I'm talking about. And you can count on Darth for doing it. Thanks so much for coming down
Hey,
today.
bro, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Let's go, baby.
Everybody, check out my man Darth.
That's the move.
What's the Spotify's? Let them know.
Hit me up on Spotify at DARF. It's DARF. And if you're gonna go on Instagram, it's DARFIUS_MAXIMUS. That's Darfius Maximus, and you can find that on all of the streaming and social media platforms.
Couldn't have done that one better myself. Darfius Maximus, check him out. And guys, for us, thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe and check us out on Instagram at @itsthemove_.
It's the move.